Your dog stares at you with those big, trusting eyes, wagging its tail, and then, bam, you do something without even knowing it that shatters its little heart. Shocking, right? Studies say dogs feel emotions like a 2-year-old kid: joy, sadness, even hurt. And you might be breaking your furry friend's spirit every single day without a clue. What's worse, you won't believe how simple these mistakes are. Things like how you talk or what you do with their food could be secretly crushing them. Want to know the 10 everyday habits you're doing that hurt your dog's feelings? Stick around, because number 7 might be happening in your house right now, and it's a silent trust killer. Let's jump in and find out what's going on before it's too late. Your dog's counting on you. Number 10, shouting or angry tone. You might think yelling makes your dog pay attention, but dogs have sensitive ears and tender hearts. A loud, angry tone can startle them. It's like a sudden siren ringing through the house, causing them to freeze or run away. You might notice your dog lower their head or tuck their tail when you raise your voice. That's a sign of worry and fear. Dogs cannot grasp all your words. They sense the emotion. If you often shout, your dog learns to connect your presence with a threat. This can lead to anxiety. Some dogs start to avoid the person who shouts, even if it's the person they love most. A calm and steady tone gets better results. A study showed that dogs trained with positive methods perform tasks more eagerly than dogs trained with harsh scolding. The positive group also showed fewer stress signals, like lip licking or yawning. So if you catch yourself about to shout, take a breath. Speak in a firm but gentle voice. This helps your dog learn without fear and keeps their heart safe. Number 9, ignoring their need for play. Your dog wags their tail and looks at you with bright eyes, maybe holding a favorite toy between their teeth. They want a fun game with you. When you push them away or say you're too busy, it can sting. Dogs crave playful moments to burn energy and bond. That squeaky toy might seem small to you, but it can be the highlight of your dog's day. When they're ignored again and again, your dog may feel rejected. Over time, they might lose interest in bringing you toys or seeking your attention. They can become sad or restless. Some dogs even start destructive behaviors like chewing furniture or digging at carpets out of boredom. Play is not just about having fun. It's about mutual trust and emotional health. Experts say that at least 15 minutes of active play each day can boost a dog's mood and lower anxiety. Try a simple game of fetch or tug of war. You don't need a huge backyard. Even a small space can become a playground. By giving them this time, you show you value their happiness. Number 8, teasing or mocking. You might think it's amusing to wave a treat around and pull it away at the last second, or to keep saying your dog's name without a real reason, just to see their head tilt in confusion. But these actions can chip away at your dog's sense of security. They trust you to be fair. When you tease them, they might feel bewildered or let down. Dogs can pick up on your laughter or smirking face. If they sense that you're joking at their expense, they can feel uneasy. They may start to doubt whether you'll follow through on promises, like handing over a treat or giving them a pat when they sit. That doubt can lessen their eagerness to respond to training commands. In some cases, teasing can trigger stress behaviors. For example, your dog might start licking their lips or yawning as a sign of discomfort. A gentle sense of fun is okay, but make sure your dog is in on it. They should receive the treat or get the cuddle you offer. Keep your interactions light and respectful. That keeps your dog's faith in you strong. Number 7, sudden changes in routine. You might change your schedule and feed your dog at random times, or skip the evening walk without explanation. Dogs rely on routine for stability. They notice when breakfast is late, or if bedtime shifts often. A sudden break in their daily pattern can leave them restless or unsure. Routine is more than convenience. Research shows that dogs can become anxious if their meal times or walk times vary too much. You may see them pacing by the door or whining in the kitchen. They might also show signs of stress like excessive barking or panting. This isn't them being stubborn. They crave the comfort of a predictable plan. When you keep a steady schedule, your dog knows what to expect. They feel safer. If you have to change something, like you get home later than usual, try to create a new pattern your dog can learn. Offer consistent meal times, walk times, and rest times. This small effort can make your dog feel secure and loved. Keep watching, because reason number 6 shows how a surprising action could hurt your dog's self-esteem. Number 6. Pushing them away physically. You might be busy or stressed, and your dog jumps up to say hello. In a rush, you shove them aside. That physical rejection can cut deeper than you think. Even a gentle push can feel harsh to a dog that only wants a quick pat. Over time, they might hesitate to approach you. They may even believe you don't like them. Dogs measure affection through touch. A friendly scratch behind the ears or a warm rub on the belly can make them feel accepted. If you often push them away, they might start to show signs of low confidence. You could see them cower or flatten their ears when they're near you. In more extreme cases, dogs might react by trying to avoid contact altogether. Experts say that gentle contact boosts oxytocin levels in both you and your dog. That hormone helps create a sense of closeness and calm. So, if your dog greets you at a tough moment, try to pause for a second. Instead of pushing them aside, guide them gently, or offer a small sign of affection. That brief moment of kindness can mean the world to them. Don't miss number 5, because it addresses a very common habit that can crush your dog's spirit. Number 5. Laughing at their fears. Some dogs tremble at the sound of thunder or hide behind the couch when the vacuum cleaner roars. You might find it amusing to see a big dog act so timid, but to your dog, that fear is real. When you laugh or ignore their stress, they feel alone. They look to you for guidance and comfort. If all they see is you grinning or treating it like a joke, their anxiety can rise. Studies show that dogs read your facial expressions. A grin or a chuckle at their fear might send a signal that you don't care. That can weaken their trust in you. Over time, they could become more skittish or more clingy, unsure of when another scary moment will happen. They may also develop a phobia if they feel unprotected. Instead, show calm reassurance. Speak in a soft tone. Let them approach you if they want comfort. Some dogs do better with a simple pat on the side, while others need a quiet space to sit until the noise passes. Each dog is different, so stay alert to what seems to help them. By taking their fears seriously, you build a stronger, happier bond. Keep watching, because number 4 goes beyond fear. It digs into how your dog feels when you take away something they treasure. Number 4. Grabbing their food or toys mid-use. Your dog is munching on their meal or chewing a favorite toy. You decide to take it away without warning, maybe just to move it somewhere else. This sudden action can trigger feelings of insecurity. Dogs value their resources. Food is essential, and a favorite toy can be a big source of comfort. Snatching it away can send a message. You can't trust that your important stuff is safe. Some dogs react by growling or guarding the food bowl or toy. This is not disobedience, it's self-protection. If this guarding behavior grows, it can lead to serious conflicts. You might accidentally train your dog to feel they must defend their things at all costs. Experts recommend teaching a drop it or leave it cue, using positive rewards. This way, you can calmly exchange an item for a treat or a friendly pat, rather than forcibly taking it. Your dog learns that giving something up leads to a good outcome. This reduces stress and builds trust. Continue watching, because reason number 3 might surprise you. It looks simple, but can chip away at your dog's heart each time it happens. Number 3. Overlooking health warning signs. You see your dog limping slightly or refusing their usual treats. You think it's just a small phase. You plan to check on it later but never get around to it. Your dog can't speak with words, so these little signs are their way of saying, "I need help." When you ignore them, they can feel abandoned. A dog that's in pain might whine more often, lick a paw repeatedly, or even hide in corners. Studies show that many dogs wag their tails even when feeling discomfort, which can fool you into thinking they're fine. If they sense you aren't paying attention, they might give up trying to show you. Over time, they lose trust in you to provide care. Regular checkups and immediate attention to odd behaviors can prevent this breakdown in trust. Even a quick call to your vet can help you decide if you should take further action. If it turns out to be nothing, that's good news. But if your dog truly needs medical care, you'll catch the problem early. This shows your dog you're there for them. Get ready for number 2 because it deals with something most dog owners do, often without realizing the emotional cost. Number 2, constantly checking your phone during bonding time. You might think it's harmless to scroll through messages while petting your dog, but dogs are very aware of your focus. If you're only half present, they pick up on it. Picture this: your dog rests their head on your knee, waiting for a warm rub or eye contact. Then you keep staring at your screen. Over time, they may feel brushed off. Studies show that dogs look for your gaze and facial cues to understand your mood. By glancing at your phone repeatedly, you break that connection. Your dog might stop seeking those gentle moments if you rarely give them full attention. Try giving your dog a dedicated window of undivided time. Put the phone aside for at least 10 minutes. You might notice your dog's tail wag becomes stronger and they lean in closer. They sense when your mind is truly on them. This can improve trust and reduce anxious behaviors. Phones are part of modern life, but setting boundaries can protect the bond you share with your dog. If you must check a message, do it quickly and return your attention to your dog. This small change tells them, "I see you. You matter." Now, let's move to the number 1 action that hurts your dog's feelings the most. It's easy to overlook, yet it can do the most damage. Number 1, leaving them alone for long periods without comfort. You head off to work or run errands for hours, and your dog stays behind. A few hours might be fine for some dogs, but leaving them too long on a regular basis can create deep loneliness. Dogs are social animals. They need contact with their family. If they're stuck alone day after day, they can develop separation stress. Some dogs whine or bark when you leave. Others quietly mope in a corner. Over time, prolonged isolation can lead to depressed behavior. You might see your dog lose interest in toys, eat less, or greet you with less excitement. They're not just pouting. They're grieving the time away from you. A study found that dogs can experience stress hormone spikes when left alone for extended periods, especially if they have no activity or companionship. If you have a busy schedule, try short visits home during the day, or ask a trusted neighbor or friend to drop by. Daycare or a dog walker can also help. When you return, give your dog real attention and affection. Put your bag down, kneel down to their level, and speak softly. This reassurance heals the worry they might feel while you're gone. Now that you've seen these 10 everyday actions, let's wrap up with a simple path forward and a call to action. You've learned about 10 everyday things that can hurt your dog's feelings. Each one may seem small, but these actions leave quiet marks on your dog's heart. You've seen how yelling can cause fear, ignoring play invites can spark sadness, and sudden routine changes can confuse them. You discovered that teasing, pushing them away, or laughing at their fears can create doubt in their mind. You also saw how grabbing their food or ignoring health issues breaks trust. And you learned that constant phone use or leaving them alone for too long can drain their sense of security. Yet there's hope. Dogs live in the moment. You can start making changes now. Give your dog focused attention during playtime. Use a calm tone instead of shouting. Keep a steady schedule for feeding and walks. Treat their fears with empathy. Show respect when taking items from them. Listen when they show signs of pain. Limit phone distractions. Finally, plan your schedule so they aren't alone for too long. These simple actions show your dog that you care. If you found this video helpful, please tap the like button and don't forget to subscribe. That way, you stay connected to more tips, facts, and stories that can make your dog's life brighter. You have the power to protect your dog's heart. Thank you for watching, And remember, a little kindness each day can keep your dog's spirit happy.